Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Thursday, April 30th, 2026, the last day of April. Been a crazy month. NBA Stanley Cup playoffs, MLB, soccer, golf, on this day, news and notes, and best bet. We'll start the NBA playoffs. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to tonight. Pistons over the Magic 116-109 to force a game 6 back in Orlando. Cavs over the Raptors 125-120, take a 3-2 series lead back to Toronto. Rockets over the Lakers 99-93 to force a game 6. So crazy night in the association, of course. And then now tonight's a big night. 7 o'clock. ESPN. Knicks. Hawks. On the call of the game will be Mike Breen, Richard Jefferson, and Tim Legler. Finally, the Knicks get their man in the biggest game of the season. Whew. I was hoping they'd get him. I know it's a homer thing of me to say, but I think that with all their games being on NBC and Amazon, of course, the one game ends up on ESPN. They get Mike Breen. So the lines for this. Knicks are only a 2.5 point favorite. Totals for 214.5. I'm gonna go with the over. I just think that the total is low. Okay, and then 8 o'clock, NBCSN and Peacock, Celtics Sixers. On the call of that game, Noah Eagle, Grant Hill, and Robbie Hummel. The Celtics are 6.5 point favorites, to 12.5. I'm laying it. This is all the makings of Sixers fall flat at home, and the Celtics come out and put on a show, led by their two superstars, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. In 9:30 ESPN, Nuggets Timberwolves, Dave Pasch and Doris Burke. The Nuggets are 6.5 point favorites, still 225.5. For this one, I'm going to take the T-Wolves getting the 6 look. That's because it's too high for a home team in a game where they can close out. I know they're missing 2 of their starters, but I just think that game's going to be close. So it should be a fun night tonight. And then the NHL, we'll go over last night's results and look ahead to tonight. Habs over Lightning 3-2 to take a 3-2 series lead. Flyers over the Penguins 1-0 in overtime on a game winner by Cam York to send the Flyers to the second round. And the Golden Knights over the Mammoth 5-4 in overtime on a game winner by Brett Howden to go up 3-2 in the series. 2 games tonight, 7:30 TNT and True TV, Stars Wild. Minnesota can close out with a win at home. Stars can force a game 7. On the call, this one is John Forslund, Jody Shelley, and Chris Mason. Wild minus 122, Stars plus 102 over under 5.5, overs minus 115, others minus 105, Stars plus 1.5 minus 250, Wild minus 1.5 plus 198. I'm going to go with the under. And at 10 o'clock on TNT and True TV, Oilers Ducks on the call. This game, Brendan Burke, Shane Hindy, and Darren Pang. Oilers minus 132, Ducks plus 110, over under 6.5, overs minus 158, unders plus 128, Oilers minus 1.5 plus 172, Ducks plus 1.5 minus 215. I'm going to go with under 6.5 plus 128. I think the 2 road teams win here, and I think we're going to see a lot of road wins tonight. I think all the road teams win tonight, NBA and NHL. Knicks close out, Celtics close out, Nuggets force game 7, and the 2 hockey teams that are on the road force a game 7. So this is a pretty interesting call by me to predict this. Now move on to baseball. We'll go over the results from yesterday, look ahead to today. I know there's a lot of games on their way right now. Guardians over the Rays 3-1. White Sox over the Angels 3-2-10 on a Walk-off single by Colson Montgomery. Mariners over the Twins 5-3. Rangers over the Yankees 3-0. Jays over the Red Sox 8-1. So best bet 1. Marlins over the Dodgers 3-2. Cubs over the Padres 5-4. Giants Phillies postpone makeups today. Same for Astros O's. Rockies over Reds 13-2. Cards over the Pirates 5-4. Nats over the Mets 14-2. Braves over the Tigers 4-3. D-backs over the Brewers 6-2. A's over the Royals 5-2. All right, going on right now. Oh, we have a couple finals. Doubleheader game 1, Phils over the Giants 3-2, and then Reds over the Rockies 6-4. Just ending Tigers over the Braves 5-2. Doubleheader game 1, O's over the Astros 10-3. Going on now, Cards over the Pirates 7-4. Nats over the Mets 5-4. Brewers over the D-backs 8-1. Royals A's is 0-0. So we have a couple games to pick. 4 o'clock, MLB TV. Doubleheader game 2, Astros O's. Lance McCullers Jr. and Brandon Young. O's minus 126, Astros plus 108, over under 9, overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Astros plus 1.5 minus 188, O's minus 1.5 plus 155. I like the under. McCullers and then Brandon Young. I think that 9's a little rich. 5:30, doubleheader game 2, Giants Phils. Andrew Painter's going for Philly. We don't know. He's going for San Francisco. Minus 142 for the Phillies. Giants plus 120, over under 8. Overs minus 115. Others minus 105. Giants plus 1.5 minus 170. Phils minus 1.5 plus 140. I'm going to go with the over at minus 115. And then, last but not least, 7:30, Blue Jays Twins. Kevin Gossman and Bailey Ober. Jays minus 132, Twins plus 114, over under 8, overs even money, others minus 122. Jays minus 1.5 plus 130, Twins plus 1.5 minus 156. That's a hard one, but I'm going to go over at even money, only because of Twins bullpen. Okay, soccer. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to the games today. So yesterday, Champions League, Atletico Madrid, Arsenal, 0-0 draw first leg. Women's League, Boston, North Carolina, 2-2 draw. Washington over Louisville, 1-0. Gotham over Chicago, 2-0. Portland over San Diego, 2-0. Women's Super League, Arsenal over Leicester City, 7-0. Pro League, Al Qadiash over Al Raida, 4-0. Al Ittihad over Al Tawun, 2-0. Al Nasser over Al Ali, 2-0. CONCACAF, LAFC over Toluca, 2-1. Open Cup, NYCFC over the Red Bulls, 3-1. Columbus over Knoxville, 4-1. Orlando over New England, 4-3. St. Louis over Chicago, 2-1. Houston over Louisville, 2-1. Colorado Rapids, Colorado Springs, 2-2 draw. USL Championship, FC Tulsa over El Paso, 4-1. And USL Cup, Miami FC over FC Naples, 4-1. All right, going on right now, we have Europa League first legs, Braga, SC Freiburg, and Nottingham, Aston Villa. Conference League, Real Valenciano, and Strasbourg, and Shakhtar Donetsk, and Crystal Palace. Pro League final, Al Ettifaq over Al Akdo, 3-1, and then Al Khalid Al Fayha going on now. And then tomorrow, 3 o'clock, EPL Leeds, Burnley, La Liga, Girona, Mallorca, Serie A 245, Pisa, Lecce, Women's League.
You'll need to unlock.
Oh my God. The Italian League. Houston, Seattle at 8 in the Women's League. We'll pick that on tomorrow's show. 245 Scottish Premiership. Livingston, Aberdeen. And then Women's Europa Cup, second leg, BK Hacken and Hammarby. All right, so there you have it for the soccer. Golf. We have the Cadillac Championship going on right now. Your early leaderboard. First place, 8 under. Cam Young, second, 7 under. Jordan Spieth, third, 5 under. Alex Smalley, tied for fourth, 4 under. Andrew Putnam, Brian Harmon, Gary Woodley, Minwoo Lee, Aldrich Pottinger, tied for 9, 3 under. Bud Cauley, Tom Hogue, Seth Thiglia, Matt McCarty, Justin Thomas, Christopher Rain, and Chris Goddard, Ricky Fowler. Tied for 17th, 2 under. Sanjay and Ben Griffin, Seb Straka, Ashke Bina, Nico Varia, Shane Lowry, 23rd, 1 under. Patrick Rogers, Taylor Pendrith, David Lipsky, Denny McCarty, Matt McNeely, Harry Hall, Scotty Scheffler, Jordan Smith, Austin Smotherman, Max Creasman, Ryan Fox, JT Potts, Nick Taylor, Tommy Fleetwood, Andrew Novak, Victor Hovland, Colin Morikawa, Jason Day, Ryan Gerard, Brian Campbell, Sam Stevens. And tied for 44th at even is a bunch of people. We don't really have to go through the whole leaderboard. Just wanted to go through who was on the under track. All right, on this day, we didn't do yesterday, so we'll do yesterday and today for it. So on this day for yesterday, April 29th, 2014, NBA bans Clippers owner Donald Sterling for life. We all know that infamous press conference by Adam Silver, and that made a great first impression for everybody with his first big move as NBA commissioner. 2016, Titans select Derrick Henry. 2021, Jaguars select Trevor Lawrence. 2021, Bengals select Jamar Chase. 2021, Cowboys select Michael Parsons. 2016, Lakers hire Luke Walton. I would try to combine Luke's name and the Lakers. 2021, Aaron Rodgers disgruntled with the Packers. 2016, Chiefs select Chris Jones. 2013, Jason Collins comes out as gay. 2023, Maple Leafs win first playoff series in 19 years. I think they beat the Lightning, if I'm not mistaken. 2015, Andrew Wiggins named NBA Rookie of the Year. 2022, Trevor Bauer suspended 324 games. And then today, April 30th, 2015, the Thunder hired Billy Donovan. I don't know why that's the top headline. That's stupid. 2014, Mike D'Antoni resigns as coach. 2016, Cowboys select Dak Prescott. 2015, Buccaneers select Jameis Winston. 2019, CeCe Sabathia reaches 3,000 strikeouts. 2023, the Panthers upset the Bruins in the first round. That should have been the top one because that Bruins team was the President's Trophy winner and they blew a 3-1 series lead. 2020, Bengals release Andy Dalton. 2021, Kansas hires Lance Leipold. 2022, Red Wings fire Jeff Blashill. 2014, Miles Turner commits to Texas. 2017, Bills fire GM Doug Whaley. And 2015, the Rams select Todd Gurley. So there you have it for on this day. I did not get to Survivor yet, so we'll probably do that on the show tomorrow. But if I had to guess really quickly, little superlatives, I'm going to say the individual immunity winner will be Stephanie. The person that goes home, I'm going to say Rizzo. And then I still think Joe wins. All right, news and notes. Klopp is not going to Madrid as he's not taking over managing Los Blancos. Seahawks report disputed as sources close to both men say that Mark Zuckerberg and Tim Cook are not considering bid for the franchise. Calais Campbell's returning to the Ravens on a 1-year deal for his 19th season. Oh, wow. That's kind of I don't want to say it's a slap in the face to John Harbaugh and the Giants because they were looking at him, but it looks like they're probably going to go with DJ Reader instead, which is fine. George Kittle is eyeing a week 1 return after his Achilles injury, so that's interesting. AJ Brown deal not firm as Eagles and Patriots haven't agreed to anything binding despite rumors post June 1st trade. Art Rooney gives a Aaron Rodgers update. I don't know why Roethlisberger just came into my mind. he said the main thing that the tender gives us is the potential for a comp pick if Aaron would choose to go to another team. We don't expect that, but by the same token, you never know. It's just something we had an opportunity to protect if needed. And I probably thought of Roethlisberger is that he had a take on Drew Aller. He says that Drew Aller never jumped off the page to him. The NFL assigned ref crews as assignments did not include any replacement officials in mid-CBA talks. So, that's good news. We don't want to see replacement officials. They botched that Packers-Seahawks game over 10 years ago. George Pickens signed the franchise tag as the Cowboys contractually obligated to report to camp and can be traded anytime. That's George Pickens, I mean. And in Al-Shahir's Aziz Al-Shahir's contract extension is 3 years, $54 million. The Lakers are likely to keep Luke Kennard, as rival teams think that Kennard's in their future plans. 3 teams are eyeing Peyton Watson, the Lakers, the Bulls, and the Nets. That just screams Bulls, because they like the stats people. The Dubs brass met with Steve Kerr as his future is still uncertain after a 2-hour meeting. Plan is to reconvene next week. So Mekhi Lemon signs his rookie deal with the Eagles. Green Bay Packers wanted to sign Newsmeyer, the LSU quarterback, but the Chiefs took him in the 7th round. Diego Pavia spoke to the CFL's Winnipeg Blue Bombers, but he downplays it after the deal happened with the Ravens. Luis Robert Jr. on the IL with herniated disc. That's brutal. Garrett Cole says that he has better perspective after being away from baseball. Jason Dominguez took a hit to the pitch on the elbow yesterday in their loss against the Rangers. John Wall joins Howard Men's College Basketball as president of basketball operations. That's interesting. So he kind of is the Woj of that team. Alex Cora had a farewell letter to the Red Sox Nation, which is nice. Brandon Ingram missed the rest of the game against the Cavs with an heel injury. Wonder if they win that game. If not for that, you gotta help but wonder. Kevin Durant missed Game 6 against the Lakers due to an ankle injury. That just screams Ewing theory that the Rockets are saying. Ayo Dosunmu questionable for Game 6. Oh, wow, that's brutal. So is Bones Highland. That's crazy. Darius Slayton has surgery. Out for spring, but could be ready for training camp after a core muscle procedure. Coaches are hyping Malachi Fields for his downfield playmaking. The Titans had an Arvell Reese issue as his positional uncertainty was a factor in the Titans taking Carnell Tate at 4. That sounds like an excuse to pass on somebody. That's it for news and notes. Oh wait, one more. Amazon Prime will be streaming some Duke games. The matchups against UConn, Michigan, and Gonzaga will be on Amazon Prime, which is crazy. All right, best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. So think I'm undefeated with best bet this week. But for this one, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with the under in Stars Wild for best bet. So there you have it for the show. I'll be back tomorrow, recapping everything, look at everything tomorrow, and then the weekend too. I hope you guys have a great day, everybody. Enjoy all the playoff action, and then tomorrow, obviously, Jeff Burns for the Derby.